All right, we are live. We'll let some people jump in here. I'm gonna pull up LinkedIn on my side because sometimes the comments are a little bit faster over there. So
Nice.
we'll get that rolling up here. If you guys are joining in, let us know where you guys joining in from. We're talking Q4 strategy today for e-commerce brands, specifically around the creative side. So really excited for this chat today, but we'll kind of let people populate in for a minute here. Let you guys jump in. Let us know that you guys are here.
Mark, Nick, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, there we go. Got people jumping in already. We love to see it. Love to see it. I'm gonna pull this over to the other screen here.
Yeah, I
All
see
right.
two of me because I got it pulled up too. It's weird.
Yeah, the sound was starting to go immediately, and I was like, "Oh man, what's happening right now?" Yeah, it looks like we got like 7 people in right now. We'll let people keep jumping in. If you guys are here for the Q4 content strategy, let us know. Samantha Pineda said, "Still jet lagged from Budapest, Tyler."
Oh man, funny you ask. I was jet lagged the whole time. I think I'm just getting a little older now. I used to be able to do these trips where I can go for like a couple days only to like across the world and not get jet lagged, but Budapest killed me. Yeah. For now on when I travel, I think I'm gonna have to start doing at least like a week or 2 week long trips to be able to like survive these days.
I love it. I love it. Tyler, real quick, as people are kind of jumping in, I would love for you to give just like a little bit of your background and specifically Viscap Media. I met you pretty early on in that journey, and you guys have evolved tremendously since getting to know you. So, give people a little rundown. Like, why are you qualified on talking about creative during Q4, and kind of what is Viscap up to right now?
Yeah, no, for sure. So I'm gonna go. There's a couple slides in the presentation, but I
Oh,
can always go over those and stuff. But
I can
really,
pull them up
like,
if you want to jump in right away. What do you feel like is the best right now?
we could just talk for now and stuff,
Okay, cool.
and then I'll go over it slightly in the presentation. But yeah, really, me, my partner Cody, and then we also have two other partners, Brandon and Justin. They own Shine Armor, Javi. Well, they used to own Shine Armor, Javi. Well, they still own Javi, but not Shine Armor, and also Miracle Sheets and stuff. We've been in ecom for a long time, and we started our agency Viscap back in 2019. And back then we were making, higher budget like production stuff. But then as the UGC medium got bigger and bigger, that's when, we started getting more dialed into like this kind of stuff, UGC focused content. So over the past, like pretty much 5 years now, we've been making video ads for, some of the largest D2C brands out there currently. So yeah, like these days, Rise Superfoods is one of our biggest partners. We're making like 150 ads a month for them. We also
Holy
have,
cow.
yeah, we got a bunch of other partners that are around like that size as well that we work with too.
Amazing, amazing. And Tyler and I know each other from the creative space. We actually used to be technically competitors back in the day, and then we sold our agency back in 2020. So both of us come from the creative agency world, and we're here bringing the best and new knowledge, specifically in marketing and high impacts Q4 ad creatives. We want you guys to be really prepared. So if you're if you own a brand, and you're looking for the best creatives in ecom to run for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or if you're an agency and you're looking for the best creatives to run during this time for your clients, I mean, this is going to be just the value that you guys absolutely need. This is the time to be prepping. If you're not prepped and kind of like have an idea of what things look like for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I would say you're behind the ball a little bit,
For
and
sure.
you should be already thinking of these strategies. But hopefully, what we'll run through today and what Tyler will kind of cover in this presentation today will help you make the pivots necessary to either win for your brand or win for your clients. So I'm excited for him to jump into this today. We got Felix in the building. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Awesome. Well, hey, it's 12:03. If people are late, they're gonna miss the good stuff. No worries. We'll allow people to watch the replay as well. But let's hop in. You ready? Ready to rock, Tyler?
Yep, I'm ready to rock and roll.
All right, let's do it.
So here we go. So today, as you guys can see, we're going to be talking about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and overall strategies to leverage in your Q4 video ad creation process when it comes to these things. We're We're not going to be going over some cookie cutter, motion graphic, pretty looking video ads that are just designed for the bottom of the funnel. That is not what we're going to be doing today. But today we're going to be talking about some full funnel, direct response focused video ads that are designed for you to acquire new customers in Q4. And even potentially even keep running those ads all year long. Because, we always see those ads running Black Friday ads in May. It is a funny thing. But that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we get into the meat of everything, we're going to go into some context here, some framing. And like many of you guys on this live right now, I'm a marketer at heart. I like structure, I like consistency, and I love to win. But for me, growing up before I was really in anything performance ads or ecom, anything like that, I was not an analytical person. I was much more creative minded. At least I thought I was, but I was not the creative type where I was making beautiful looking pieces of art and stuff like that and cool stuff. I was shooting videos, I was making photos, making designs and stuff like that. But when I found the world of performance ads and ecom, it was actually drop shipping back in 2016. That's when the two worlds collided for me. It really clicked. It connected all the dots for me. I found my passion and the thing that I was truly the best at, which was actually systematizing the creative process. You heard that right. Making systems out of the mystical, magical, creative mind. Yeah, pretty crazy, right? But looking back, I was never actually a creative person, believe it or not. I really wasn't. I was just good at making systems that made me look creative. And like many of you guys here, maybe you're not a creative person. And the truth is, creative people are not the best marketers or the best at making ads. The best of the best are able to constrain their creative thoughts into a proven step-by-step process that is guaranteed to yield results every single time. So for everyone here today, there's one thing that I can guarantee all of you guys by the end of this talk is that you'll understand the psychological triggers as to why people buy during Q4 and have a very logical and systematic approach to selling during Q4 that has the highest probability of winning for you guys this year. Not just something creative, because we all know that is not what you need when it comes to performance ads. So as we were talking about earlier, my name is Tyler Stephens, been in the game since 2016. And over these past 7 years, the partners and I built many different companies in performance ad world, from 7 to 8 figure ecom brands to our current focus, which is Viscap. So Viscap is a performance creative agency, software company, and then also we have some education pieces to our company as well. But why does that matter? Well, we make video ads for tons of big accounts, spending between $500,000 and 8 figures a month on paid ads. And they're testing hundreds of unique video ads every single month. A lot of brands that you've heard of, like Rise Superfoods, like I mentioned earlier, we're making around 150 unique ads a month for them currently. We've been doing that for the past 2.5 years now. And we do it in 3 different ways. Again, with our done for you video ads, our coaching, where we come into brands and help them build out their own teams using our systems, and then our self-service software, which is Viscap AI. So again, the goal here is for all of you guys to walk away from this talk today with being able to create full funnel video ads that acquire new customers by tapping into the core psychological desires as to why people buy during Q4. And the way we're going to accomplish this today is with 2 simple pieces, okay? The first is a deep dive into why people buy in Q4. So we're going to be talking about the psychological triggers, the direct response principles, the actual principles that you guys need to leverage inside of your ads. And then next, a few video ad frameworks that you guys can use in Q4 this year. So taking all those principles that we're going to be talking about next, and then packing those together into some actual frameworks and video examples that are much more tactical and actionable for you guys. So we're going to kick it off first here with why do people buy in Q4 more than any other time during the year, allegedly? Well, there are a lot of things like brand spending, massive budgets, more money on paid ads, people needing to spend their budgets before the end of Q4. But today we're going to be focusing mainly on the consumer buying habits piece of this puzzle here. So first, let's talk about why do people buy in general, just in general overall. Well, every single buying decision comes back to the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You might be familiar with this. There's a lot of basic needs here that at the bottom here, like the psychological needs that are met in the modern day society pretty much automatically. like air, water, food. Like we're not hunter gatherers. We easily have that stuff readily available to us, which leads us into the more top of the pyramid here, which is what people want to fulfill now, which are more of these emotional desires at the top of the hierarchy. And as a marketer like you and I, when you're making video ads or writing copy, doing all these things, it's your job to channel these desires into your marketing. So to do that, you need to understand these desires first. And I know, this is direct response marketing 101, but stay with me here because it's better to start with the basics, I promise you. So, what's next here? Well, the next step is identifying what are the most powerful desires that can be applied to your product and building angles around that. So, super simple stuff here. And it's the foundation of our ideation process. So, this right here, simplified version of our ideation flowchart. This is how we come up with ideas. But essentially, you do all these pieces independently and you fuse them all together. So essentially, the same process that I just showed you in the previous slide. But here's it directly applied to how you can do it with video ads. So this process here helps eliminate writer's block if you ever have it. I'm not going to cover this process in depth, but I know there's a deep dive training of this floating around on the internet. So if you guys want to learn more about this process, you definitely can. Or if you want to learn from the source, these two books here are the Bibles when it comes to direct response advertising. Been around for a long time. Honestly, these two books here, they taught me a majority of what we use every single day inside of our business. So definitely don't sleep on these. They are worth it for sure. But now, what the hell does this all have to do with Black Friday and holiday season? Really, what does it have to do? Well, some of these desires are amplified by 10x during the holiday season. So specifically, all the needs pretty much from every single level of this hierarchy of needs are being satisfied during the holiday season. So let's go into the top 5 of these and understand a little bit more around, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Q4, and just holiday season in general. So number 1, let's talk about the LF8 core desires. LF8 core desires are the desires that all of us are biologically programmed with from birth. Every single person has these inside of them. Number 1 is survival, enjoyment in life, extension, enjoyment of food and beverages, freedom from fear, pain, and danger, sexual companionship, comfortable living conditions, be superior, care and protection of loved ones, social approval, all of those things right there. And ideally, you're able to leverage a handful of these or at least one in every single ad that you can create. But which of these are applied in pretty much any Black Friday ad that you can run? Well, there's mainly 3 key ones here: to be superior, to be winning, keeping up with the Joneses. You can do this by leveraging secrets, hacks, or creating trends behind your products for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So example here, like this XYZ sold out 5 times this year and it's back in stock just in time for Black Friday. And then also care and protection of loved ones. So self-explanatory here, but using the gifting angle. Everyone wants to give gifts during the holiday season, and care and the protection of loved ones is where that psychological desire actually comes from. And then last one, social approval. So here people are able to buy things that maybe they may not have been able to afford during the rest of the year because of these seasonal sales or discounts and things like that. And then the next here is the secondary human learned wants. So the learned wants are essentially desires that we were not born with. As civilization has evolved, we have learned all of these wants as on our own and stuff like that. So they've they became more and more potent as society has developed. So number 1 is to be informed. Number 2 is curiosity. Number 3 is cleanliness of body and surroundings. Number 4 is efficiency, convenience, dependability, expression of beauty and style, and then economy and profit, and then bargains. So last year, Black Friday ads are applied directly to pretty much 3 of these right off the bat. So during holiday season, people are really always looking for deals. So they're curious about new products. which leads into, economy, profit, and bargains, which are pretty self-explanatory and stuff like that. So now let's get into some a little more fun stuff here. Let's talk about the reduction of sadness. So basically, buying things reduces sadness for people, especially the kind of coming from sadness from perceived lack of control, and it happens because buying decisions make us feel like we're regaining that control back. We're regaining the control somehow back, and the brain forms new pathways that gets us used to these dopamine and serotonin things, these neurological transmitters, which makes us feel rewarded or perceive happiness. And this is released during shopping, so it can be difficult to quit. So how is this amplified during Black Friday, Cyber Monday? Well, studies show that many people obviously experience sadness during the holiday season. So stress, emotions, missed loved ones, seeing loved ones, even, sometimes that has even happened to me in the past, go home and feel weird, right? So financial issues, all of this stuff is amplified during the holiday season, which, can really, get people in the buying mood. Sounds kind of weird, but the next is the shopping momentum effect. So we are all more likely to make an impulse purchase when we're already buying something. So, studies show that when our mind is like really primed with the initial purchase, it becomes easier to go down the rabbit hole and make additional unplanned purchases. So now connecting all these principles together, this last one really puts the icing on the cake as to why people buy in Q4. And it comes down to ego depletion. So essentially, most people, when they're in the buying process, they have walls put up around them. They're more likely to make an impulse purchase when they're already buying something. And studies show here that when our mind is already primed, there's this initial purchase, it becomes easier again to go down that same rabbit hole and stuff like that. So cool. Now that we get the principles, let's get a little bit more tactical here. Okay, getting tactical. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the 3 frameworks that you can leverage this Black Friday season. Okay, number 1 is a deal focused framework. So it's a hook here. We're teasing the sale, then we're introducing the product, and then we're talking about how the product can be discovered, a sales call out, we're introducing the actual sale, and then scarcity recommendations, which is building FOMO, and then offering, we're offering a discount code. And we're talking about the benefits, why is it better, and then a desired end result, and then social proof, and then a call to action here. So I'm going to show you guys an example of what this video would look like, and then we'll go from there.
Rise is having an amazing sale right now. You can grab their popular mushroom coffee for 15% off. I don't remember the last time they've had a sale like this, so I jump on it ASAP before they sell out. Use the code for 15% off your order. I guarantee this will be the best purchase you've made this year for your physical and mental health.
Thousands of people cannot be wrong, so why not give Rise a try and see for yourself what the hype is all about?
Shop the sale on risesuperfoods.com. Go now. Rise is having an amazing...
Cool. So let's look a little bit deeper into why this ad works. Let's break it down a little bit. So we start here with using a very super attention grabbing hook of the actual mushrooms in the bag, the snap transition that turns into the powder. So, it's a great hook to use there, grabs people's attention, but we also back it up with a spoken hook. Let me go ahead and loop this video real quick so we can keep watching it. And saying powerful like PVAs and stuff like that, like AKA sale and stuff like that, which are keywords that people are looking for during the Black Friday season. And then we tap into one of the learned wants, which is by introducing the actual sale. And then after that, we quickly start building FOMO and scarcity by the speaker here mentioning that they haven't seen a sale like this in a very long time. And then we physically mention the actual discount code, which actually helps support the perception of there actually being a sale and being more selective, which taps into one of our core psychological desires that we were born with, which is keeping up with the Joneses. People always want to, have the most up-to-date, secretive information and stuff like that. So again, we go into PVAs again by mentioning the word guaranteed. Usually we make a very strong risk reversal in our ads when we use the word guaranteed, like a 30-day money back guarantee, 60-day money back guarantee, try it 3 for free for 30 days. But in this ad specifically, it's a little bit shorter formatted ad. And this is why, well, in this ad specifically, it worked well with this script. Then last year, we leveraged social proof by mentioning thousands of customers. We use that at the end to push towards the sale. So overall, this is a great framework here, as well as winning framework. So definitely one here that you guys can use this Black Friday season. And notice here that it's also not a specifically a Black Friday ad, so you can still run it. Next one here is the so you don't have framework, or you say don't so you don't have to. I'm sorry. This one starts again with a hook, but it's more of a problem-driven hook, and then a sale call out. So we call it the sale. We introduce the sale, and then we move into the desired end result. We use this by letting people hop onto the bandwagon effect. And then we talk about the before state. We agitate the problem. Then we go into features, benefits, desired end result, the after state, and then we mention the offer and then the call to action. So next, we're going to jump into a deep dive video of this, and credit here to Aries. She made this framework here. So there we go.
Quit drinking hundreds of calories in your coffee every morning. This is the best Black Friday sale I've found all season. With these concentrates, you can make all of your favorite coffee shop dupes without contributing to your waistline. You can see I stocked up. So they're sugar-free, fat-free, keto-friendly, all of the amazing things, and they taste incredible. Like, all of the flavors that they have are to die for. I genuinely haven't bought drive-thru coffee in such a long time, and that's because one of these is 35 servings. And if you're still on the fence, right now is the perfect time to try it, because Black Friday is the biggest sale of the year, and it's still happening right now through the weekend. It's 59% off plus free gifts, so get it while you can. It's gonna sell out quick. Quit drinking.
Alrighty. So great ad here, a little bit different than the previous one. Definitely a little bit more testimonial-esque, but this ad here starts off with the framing of how the speaker has done already most of the heavy lifting. So finding Black Friday deals so you don't have to. So the prospect is put in a state of ease because they already, they don't really have to do much thinking here. Then we jump into the elevate core desire. So we address the desire for health and efficiency by noting the product is one, sugar-free, fat-free, keto, all these other things, which, helps push towards people that are trying to become healthy or stop their coffee addiction. Then we actually go into the deal focused and the discounts and stuff like that. So we clearly mentioned right off the bat, like 59% off. And we positioned this as being, an exceptional bargain because of the Black Friday event. And then scarcity, urgency and scarcity. We mentioned how it's going to be selling out quick and that there's a limited time frame. And this creates much more of a sense of urgency. Another thing that you should use in all of your Black Friday ads, obviously. And then also the FOMO, which backs up the scarcity and the urgency. We do this by highlighting, the potential of missing out on the substantial savings and the free gifts if you don't act, take action promptly and purchase immediately, which obviously our goal is to get people to purchase off the first click. So big piece of it there. Then the last piece of this ad, not Black Friday specific, but another good one here is directing mental movies. So we do this by describing how the product allows you to make all your favorite coffee shop dupes without actually, having to contribute to, putting on weight or getting fat. And the ad here allows, the prospect to really imagine them enjoying their favorite treats in a more healthier, plus a very cost-effective way of doing it. So overall, great ad here. And I want to note this too, before we move on. I'm going through a lot of different direct response principles, and typically we find the happy number of being around like 5 to 7 different direct response principles that we can use inside of one of these DRUC ads. That's usually like the sweet spot. If you use less, it still works. It has the potential to work, but this is what we find to make an ad strong enough to be able to like support high volumes of scale and stuff like that, but also being camouflaged enough to not look like a, a full on ad.
Hmm.
Yep.
Daniel had a quick question of like, and I've seen quite a few of these happen recently around AI voice. Like, what have you seen on the AI voice side? Like, have you seen more trends going towards that? What are you kind of seeing on that side?
Yeah, so I mean, we've tested it quite a bit and stuff. I think it could work well for brands that are, looking for a cost-effective way to build creatives. But in all the tests that we've done, and a majority of the tests that we've done, like our control actors, meaning our actors that have been top performers in the account for a long time, as well as are more authentic in the way that they say things compared to AI, which is pretty obvious that it's AI, have outperformed AI in pretty much every single test. So there is like one or two ads in the account that, or a couple ads that do perform well with AI. Like I'm not saying it can't, but the process of using actors just still has a higher hit rate, and also, in our opinion, is much more scalable. So again, it can work. We're not doing a ton of it right now, just because we have these processes pretty in place and dialed in where we can, do this stuff pretty efficiently and easily when it comes to actor content. But I think it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I think obviously the authenticity of like how some people talk, it's not going to be able to replicate that for some time now, especially certain emphasis on like certain words and stuff. But it's definitely gotten better in the past year and stuff. So yeah, that's my opinion on AI.
Love it. We'll let you keep rolling here.
Cool. So last framework here, guys, which is this one's a little bit simpler, but it's the gifter framework. So hook, market call out, intro product, features, benefits, summary solution, sales call out, and a offer. Okay, so gifting is obviously huge. So let's take a look at this framework here.
Gift Ideas Wellness Edition. If you're struggling to find unique gifts that anyone would love or actually use, this is for you. Here's something I bet you've never tried or gifted before. Rise Mushroom Coffee. If you've got a coffee lover in your life, this is going to be a home run. Rise is a blend of 6 adaptogenic mushrooms that heal the body from the inside out. Stress relief, anxiety, focus, sleep, energy, you name it. I can't think of a more useful gift. They've got a huge sale, so I suggest stocking up while they still have it at this insane price.
Awesome.
Gift Ideas.
Let me just loop this here. So super simple ad here. Again, it's more of an evergreen. And you kind of see that through a lot of these ads that I've shown. It's like we're taking much more of the evergreen approach to, these ads. But this ad here specifically is immediately calling out people that are looking for a gift. So gift giverings. So gifting is obviously a huge part during the holiday season because one of our core psychological desires is health and care of loved ones and relationships with those loved ones and stuff. So gifting is a huge part of what drives Black Friday to begin with. So next we go into actually the identification piece. So the speaker here addresses the common, concerns around, finding unique gifts and useful gifts, and making it easy for the actual viewer of the video to identify with the situation and see Rise as a great gift to actually give. And this one here, this ad specifically is less about the direct sales offer, like the last ones where we give out codes and specific discounts and stuff like that. But that's okay because we could always make that offer inside of like the headline, split test different offers, or the primary text of like in the actual Facebook ad versus actually in the video creative. Because inside the video creative, like we're more focused on the actual selling of the product here in the framing of who we're targeting and stuff like that. So next thing that we move into here is actually future pacing. We do this by suggesting that the coffee as a gift will actually like the recipient or the person that receives the gifts will actually use it and love it. And the speaker helps imagine that future satisfaction of actually giving the gift to the person, which enhances like the values and stuff like that. And last one here is bombarding your reader with benefits. That's the actual direct response principle, bombarding with benefits. And here you can kind of see how we mentioned a bunch of different benefits inside the ad. We stack them up, and they're all health benefits here. Usually we also show these benefits, but the goal here was to do a little bit shorter formatted ad. So instead of showing, we just highlighted these on screen. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the 3 frameworks that you guys can use this Q4 season. Now, you guys are probably wondering, it might be a little complicated to do all this stuff on your own. And don't get nervous. As complex as this is, you guys do not have to do these things on your own. Doing this on your own, it does require time, ad spend, money, experience, and perfect the systems. And instead, we can help you guys do it if you guys want. So if you guys are in need and help, or just have any questions about how to make these ads, or just want, me to, take a look at your ads and give you guys some feedback, I'm an open book, willing to help anyone. So feel free to scan this or message me on Instagram or anything like that. And I'll get back to you guys. So thank you guys, and appreciate you guys, listening. Let's rock Q4 together.
Let's go, dude. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate you taking us through that, man. Super impactful. If you guys have questions for Tyler, drop them in the chat. We have a couple extra minutes here, and we'll answer as many questions as we can. But yeah, obviously a pretty big offer there, Tyler, to connect with you and be able to review some ads. So you guys take Tyler up on that offer. The dude is super giving with his resources, and he'll make sure that you guys are winning during Q4. I think a lot of times when we're running creative, especially if you're running a little bit smaller firm, it's hard to get some of that feedback from like either your internal team. You guys might be a little subjective to like what you're running. So having an outside perspective, always super helpful on that side. So cool. Let's see if we have any questions rolling through here. We had the AI question from Daniel. We'll give everyone just a minute here because the stream has to catch up to everyone else. But Tyler, I guess question on my end, when you're kind of like finding some of the inspiration for like what you're driving for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, like I know obviously you guys have your frameworks, but where are you pulling some of this like ideation from right now? What are some brands that you're not working with, but you're really paying attention to right now, and you're kind of pulling some good inspiration from?
Yeah, so like a lot of the frameworks are more around like evergreen frameworks, to be honest. But we do look at brands for other, inspiration and stuff like that. Obviously, I mean, all good ideas really come off of inspiration and stuff like that. A lot of it comes from like our process that we went over. So it's not like ever really directly replicating other brands. Like we're doing a lot of other things. Like we're looking at current competitors in the marketplace to understand what is currently happening. And then also we're doing this thing called cross industry iteration, which is like looking at adjacent industries. Let's say like we got the coffee, for example. We'd look into other industries that people that drink coffee that Avatar is also in, and we look for inspiration there, and we can pull it into another industry. But lots of different things like that, and then we fuse all those things together. But some brands that we've been looking at a lot lately, like Carpe. It's a huge one. If you ever seen their ads,
Yep,
they crush it. So Carpe's one. Trying to think of some others. Obviously, for more men-focused brands, Dr. Squatch is also a good one. Pet Lab has a lot of good ideas too. A lot of good frameworks and stuff. But yeah, that's a few right off the bat.
Okay, cool, man. We had a question come in from Gary here. Does it make any sense to include any lifetime value styles in the content or ad during this season?
Lifetime value styles. Trying to understand what that means. Lifetime value. So trying to boost like AOV, or I mean, I guess maybe you're talking about like retargeting to your actual customer list.
Yeah, that's what I think he's kind of referring to, is like more like the retargeting side. And Gary, if you want to drop a little explainer on that question, feel free to, but we'll try and answer it around the preface of lifetime value of a customer, and then retargeting to some of those people.
Yeah, absolutely. I think like I said at the beginning of the presentation, there's like branded graphics, like more bottom of the funnel ads. Obviously, people that are already your customers are in the bottom of the funnel. So, I mean, I was pretty aggressive with saying, not making those ads, but I mean, you should definitely still be making those ads to, like retarget to your current customers and stuff like that. It's very beneficial. But a big piece that a lot of people, don't focus on during Q4 and Black Friday specifically is new customer acquisition. Like it's one of the best times of the year to acquire new customers, which is why where our focus in is always on the new customer acquisition, full funnel video ads and stuff like that. But when it comes to just making Black Friday statics or, graphic video ads and stuff like that, that is definitely still a thing you should do. It's just a lot more simple to do that. It doesn't take a lot of creative strategy and stuff like that.
Cool. We seem to be pretty aligned with Gary on that. He said, yeah, that makes sense. AOV and retargeting side for sure. Cool. So hopefully that answers your question, brother. So, obviously a little bit of both, right? It's like, you got to have those bottom of funnel ads, but new customer acquisition. I think that's what a majority of brands are hunting for. Because new customers in. That's usually the goal. So
yeah, and Gary, you got any questions? Feel free to send me a message on IG or LinkedIn. I'll try to see it, but usually I'm pretty bad on LinkedIn. So when it comes to messaging, I just get so many colds.
Yeah, for sure. Amazing. Great. Well, guys, I don't see too many questions coming through, so hopefully you guys are ready to rock Q4. And if you guys have questions, feel free to reach out to Tyler. You can reach out to me as well. I know a lot less about Q4 creatives around this time because I'm out of it right now. I've not.
You're the OG creative master.
Yeah, OG. I could tell you what worked back in 2014. But awesome, guys. Well, hey, thank you so much for the time and attention today. Appreciate you guys taking a little time. Maybe some of you are on your lunch hour. Appreciate you guys coming in, doing a little learn session with us. And we'll be back with some more LinkedIn Live. So make sure you follow Tyler and I on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you're watching this right now. And we're going to come back and do some more creative inspo. So excited for it. And Tyler, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you joining us today. And we will see you guys in the next one.